You just filled out the FAFSA and it didn't ask you for your assets, and you're worried you messed something up. I have seen this question a dozen times in the last couple days, so let me tell you why the FAFSA might not require you to report your assets as the parent. So, when you start the FAFSA, it asks you for a lot of personal information: your name, address, phone number, and then it asks you for a bunch of circumstances. Did you qualify for this type of federal aid? If you checked any of those boxes that you qualified for certain types of federal government assistance programs, it already knows that you don't need to report your FAFSA to be eligible for certain types of federal aid. And so you get to skip entering your assets. Part two is when you link your tax return and it pulls your IRS information in. If you earned less than $60,000 per year as a household and you didn't have certain tax forms on your tax return, you'll also be able to skip the asset questions because it already pulled all the information from your tax returns and it knows that you don't need to report your asset information for the FAFSA. So, if you didn't have to enter your assets on the FAFSA after you linked up your tax return, don't be scared. You didn't mess up. You're just not required to report them. So I hope that helps. I hope that alleviates some concern for the FAFSA. I know it's a little scary for first-time parents, but that's why you didn't have to report your assets on the FAFSA. As always, please like, subscribe, and follow, and we will bring you the latest on higher education and personal finance news right where they connect so that you can be informed on these things like the FAFSA.